renovation. We're ready to tear these kitchen cabinets out. I'm going to be doing the demo. Amy's prepping cabinets for primer and paint. So you may see a little of both of us doing our project. So stick around and see what this thing looks like at the end. Now, in some videos, people like to do car archaeology, looking under the hood, looking in the trunk, under the seats, and see what they can find. I'm going to do some archaeology, but it isn't in a car. Come here, let me show you what I'm looking at. We'll start here. Now, this isn't something I would have chose to put up, but it is useful, and in the meantime, we are using it. But let's come on down to what we detest. No, it isn't this huge basin. Now, we don't like stainless. We don't care for the stainless faucet. We're going to change those colors. But right back here, I mean, that just needs some help. And it doesn't end there, folks. Who thought this was a good idea? I mean, who couldn't get the sink to sit down, so they used expanding foam to make it work? I mean, how many infections are you going to get from that right there? I don't know. But it goes further. Here is the plumbing. Now, I don't know what that is, but it got on me and it was sticky. Now, sticky stuff under a sink. I mean, who would keep syrup here? I don't think it was syrup. I don't know what it was. I went and washed. But, I mean, this could have been done better. And is the reason they pushed that sink up an inch and used foam was because of this? Because that holds the sink up? I mean, change this part out. I mean, this is not well put together. More of that foam must have been on sale. I'm so ready to get all this out of here. Let's start the destruction. So the water lines and the drain lines are already loose. So now I'm just going to break the countertops off. Yeah, not surprised at how easy it comes off. I don't plan on keeping any of this. I'm going to tear it apart. Screwing a cabinet in to the drywall isn't securing your cabinet to the wall. We got an issue. Red water lines.
Oh. You did? This is one of your replaced.
hell.
That's disgusting.
Salt and pepper's here.
Ooh.
Before I could get the camera on, she exhaled and a piece fell off the wall.
I huffed and puffed and it fell. They should have taken off these.
Well, those were made to stand off the wall with little pieces of wood. So they half did that, the same as they half did this tile. I mean, it's got that. It adheres probably as much as a booger. You can say it.
You can say the immediately. Out. Out, Mills.
All right, time for the uppers. Let's sew. Oh, you're still here. We appreciate it. Top cabinets are down. Bottom cabinets are down. The tiles off the wall. These cabinets will come down because there are shelves going up, but they have stuff in them, so that won't come down today because we are going to hang these and place these on the bottom and then work on the countertop. All right, so it's been a couple days. We've got everything in we need to get started. Wanted to show you up close what I'm going to be dealing with on this wall here, and it's time to get the wall cleaned. The cabinets, they've been primed and then painted and ready to go in. I've just got to get this old mortar off the wall, so let me show you what I'm doing. So you can see this choice, whatever graphic comes on the drywall in this 1998 model. And here is the previous vent that used to send out for cooking. I can feel some heat in there, but an addition was added onto the house. So now it just goes to nowhere. I guess to the frame of that room in there. So this is the mortar that's left on the wall. comes off pretty easy. So this is what I'm going to be doing, what it looks like when it's finished. No need to make you sit through scraping a wall. But that little hole there, I can throw some mud on that. I'll mud these seams where they just use like some kind of trim to cover it up. And even over here, there's more of that mud. I'm going to have to move these receptacles back into the walls. I've got the plumbing in its smallest form, so I can cut the base cabinet, and then I can build out the P-trap and the drains for the new basin, and then I can cut the hot water line here and add a T over to go to the dishwasher. I've got to pull this power off the dishwasher, and I'm going to put a receptacle inside of the base cabinet that can run the garbage disposal and the dishwasher. If you've ever heard, don't pour grease down your sink, this is why. Yeah, that's gross. That is grease from cooking, just getting poured down the drain. And this is an 1.5 inch pipe. But we've got about an inch there left that will drain water out. So folks, don't pour grease down your drains. Let's take down this pot rack. Now, if you're going to hang a pot rack, pots are heavy. Make sure you put your screws or your hooks here in studs. As you can see, that's drywall all the way. No evidence of being in wood, or it would have been clean. And so when you hang up, I don't know, maybe 100 pounds of pots, maybe not that heavy, it's going to take their toll on this drywall. And it's not the thickest stuff. Being most of this house is 1/4 inch that I found so far. Now these are probably wing bolts, meaning that they're machine thread coming down, yeah. So maybe they were holding most of the weight. This backside one over here pulled right out when I bumped it. That would have been pretty scary if you laying in the bed and the pot rack decides, I'm just going to let loose today. Crash down into your sink. Now this cabinet I had left up because there was stuff in it. We needed just to have a little space to hang stuff. But I'm needing to take care of the walls because of the tile we have going up, and there's no need in doing things twice. So I'm going to go ahead and take it down. I've moved everything out and get it off of the wall. Now the way these are built, there is no easy way to tell where it was attached, because I think they just put the frame up and then they put these little pieces inside and nail them up. So you can't really get to the screws that are holding them up. So I'm just going to have to tear it apart, unfortunately. Let me show you. So this here is the inside. You can see the angle of the screw here. It's going in that way. So when they hung up this cabinet made out of 1x1s and this fiberboard and this Luan, I mean, how's this even hold stuff up? But if you're going to take them down and you don't want to destroy it, try popping off the Luan, and you may can salvage it, but most likely it's not going to happen. So I'm going to tear the rest of this down. So here's what's left after it's come down. It was held up by 4 screws. I'm closing these gaps. Even though this is going to be covered, I still want to close the gaps in. You can see they were just different. Kind of drywall. I guess this is supposed to be gritty. because it will show, and then this is kind of like covered with something plasticky. So maybe that is what goes behind cabinets. I don't know. Odd situation.